Legend of Total War here with part 2 of this particular disaster campaign, playing as the Byzantine Empire in Medieval 2. The situation has not yet resolved itself yet, but things are obviously better. We only had Cairo, Dongola, and Jeddah before. We've lost Jeddah. I forced it to revolt, and unfortunately they got a free unit of elephant artillery, making it unable for me to recapture the settlement afterwards. So that was unfortunate, but it happens. We were going to lose it to the Timurids anyway, so I just had a bit of a gamble, and it just didn't pay off. And we've pushed up here. We've taken Alexandria, Nicosia, Adana, Caesarea. We got ourselves out of the 45,000 debt that we were in, and we've decided to take on the Mongols, which may or may not be a good idea. But I mean, they offered an alliance to us, but you can't trust them. So better that we're the ones who betray them rather than the other way around. Okay, I've built up a little bit of a force here, just a little bit, and I'm just going to get rid of these rebels.
With God's blessing and yours, we march to battle. Be ready to give all for God and King.
Now, at this stage here, trying to fight Egypt is not a good idea because they're very well built up. All of their settlements are extremely well defended, and they don't seem to be coming at us. So maybe taking on someone in the western hemisphere of the campaign map would be a better idea. Additionally, the Byzantine armies perform pretty well against European powers. Usually, depends on the army composition. But we have to push through the Mongols to get there. And the Mongols aren't exactly on their way out, but nor are they exactly doing a good job either. Oops. That was a really decent charge there.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh shit.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, just a few guys left, nothing to be too worried about.
Praise the Almighty. All of Christendom will...
Also, another problem, and I don't think there's anything I can do about this, is he's only got 16 turns to get 45 regions. He's left it way too late for that to occur. It's not a big deal, really, to lose the campaign. I mean, he was about to die anyway, but for me to get 45 regions, including Rome and Jerusalem, within that time frame here, I would have to pull... I'd have to pull a lot of shit out of my ass, because for one thing, Jerusalem is being occupied by Timurids, and we're just not strong enough to deal with that. So, is he going to get victory? Just don't worry about that, really. The victory conditions just don't matter.
Of course, my lord. Make camp, men. We rest here. Your orders, noble one.
So we got a few guys up here as well. And I've been trying to think about what to do with them. Should we sail over to Heraklion? Should we sail over to Rhodes? Rhodes isn't worth much. Should we sail over to Tripoli? So it's like the biggest distance between two regions is between, like, just this one here. It's just so big. Crossing over there, and it's also usually a very, very shit region. So I don't know if it's worth it. That being said, this is too much to deal with. It's too much. How strong is Venice by comparison? So let's compare Egypt to Venice. So Venice would be a much easier target. And it's pretty wealthy. It doesn't look well defended.
Your orders, noble one.
Alright, so we're going to need some boats. Now, we don't need to send a lot of boats, but we just... we're not going to be able to build a fleet large enough to defend ourselves. We just have to hope that nobody attacks us. In Rome 1, you can't really justify that. You must have a big fleet if you want to send it across the waters. But in Medieval 2, the AI usually... They do sometimes, but they don't usually attack you. Alright.
Let me strike.
I'm going to head over here to sack Iconium, because that'll be worth a fair bit of money.
Command me. Your Majesty.
Just trying to see what I should leave behind.
Yes. Orders. Name thy enemy,
There's
Lord.
some mercenaries here.
Your Majesty. Move out.
Okay, maybe I should build the small Orthodox chapel first. Once this is built, we won't ever lose it. Okay, that'll keep it under control enough.
Who do I face?
Alright, let's get moving.
Approaching, my
The
lord.
sooner we get there, the better.
Stopping for the night.
Got troops being recruited here. Could turn this into a citadel, but money's tight, obviously. Still, we should do this, just for the sake of getting the artillery towers. You still need to build the ballista towers first anyway. It doesn't matter, I'll... As long as it doesn't get lost, we'll figure it out. Then again, that's being defensive. No. Look, if you want to be defensive, do that on your own time. I'm going to be aggressive. Alright, let's get some soldiers together. Alright, what do we need? Against the Mongols, you're going to want to have Byzantine guard archers and dismounted... just spearmen. Archers and spearmen. That's the way to go. Unfortunately, I've already recruited a lot of cavalry here, which are not going to be able to compete with Mongol cavalry, but I'm not going to disband them because of that.
Let me strike.
Still got plenty of money. Maybe building some stuff out here to improve public order would be a good idea. So, City Hall. Yeah, it helps a little bit. Since we're going to leave the region soon, we want to make sure it, it maintains public order. Can have 6 free upkeep units, I think. Make some of them archers.
Your orders, noble one.
Public order here is not amazing. So building the... Yeah, build the Orthodox chapel. Nothing else is really required. Okay, sweet. Thing about training a priest, though, is that they do have a chance of turning heretic, and sometimes priests can end up being a bad investment. Alright, let's move on. Don't have to spend all of our money, because we're not going to have a shitload next turn. Most of the money that we gain, whenever we do have a lot of money, it's largely just because we sacked something. Kind of don't understand why Egypt's being so passive. But they are. Yeah, we will not find our salvation in the east. We have to go west. Oh shit, now that's not getting built. Ah, 6,400. Because, yeah, you really don't need to be building any more of those equipment anymore.
Yes, marching. We march on our victims.
If Allah is willing, you will leave me alone.
Your orders, noble one. Yes, we shall continue at first light.
How's the public order, though? Not great. It'll fix itself up over time.
Command me.
It's not well defended there.
We shall send them to hell or worse. March! Sooner or later, they will relent, my lord. March!
What? Leave it to next time. Once we sack that settlement, it'll make us some cash. Alright, so yeah, against the Mongols, archers and spearmen. That's what we need. Start working on that shit.
Your orders, Noble One. Your orders, Noble One.
So some more ships could be helpful. And a shipwright will be good for trade rights. Yeah. Talking about construction. So I'm just more thinking about this, but like I said, against the Mongols, we need archers and spearmen. So let's focus on that.
Your orders?
Next turn I'll start bringing them around over here. Probably going to be broke. That's fine. We should be able to lift that blockade. Unless it's got like really good units. Really good ships in there.
Empty! My
Nah,
master
should be fine.
despises you.
Your orders, Noble.
Yes. Attacking on your command.
Great though.
Your orders, Noble One.
Yes, my lord.
Your orders, Noble One. Voting at once, Noble Lord. Your orders, Noble One. Your orders.
It's risky
Noble One.
because of how many people we're sending, but we gotta take a risk. We have to. I don't have the money to sit here and try to build a fleet.
Your orders, Noble One.
Right.
Your Majesty. Yes. Orders. Of course, my lord.
Alright, public order can maintain.
Name thy enemy, Lord. We march.
So look, what's his win to lose ratio?
We
Pretty
tore
fucking
them
bad.
apart, my lord. Victory, my lord. Should we spare any of them? We show little mercy. They deserve none.
So what have they got here?
Who do I face? We march on our victory.
Okay, that's an easy order resolve. Yeah, barely lost anything. It's fine.
We tore them apart, my lord.
Good, that got us out of debt.
We have crushed them. This place is yours, my lord.
Master Thief's good. Yep, repair that. Yep. Okay, that's good. Oh man, the public order's shit. Okay, what if we put the capital over to Nicosia? Should be a better place for it now anyway. Slightly. That brought it up to 50%. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, maybe letting it riot one turn wouldn't hurt.
All that is left for us is to fight.
Could go back there and pick up some of those troops. I did say I would bring
Yes.
these guys in.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Move out. Leading the men. Yes.
Now, as for you, you should come over here, try to meet up with
Plotting
them.
course now, my lord.
They're not setting
Yes.
sail now. Since we got some money, might as well get another ship. It's better than nothing. And I'll try and send reinforcements as needed.
Ready to
He's
trade.
doing okay for money. Maybe we should get another merchant. I don't know. I'm really not a merchant kind of guy. a spy out here could be good.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
Alright, maybe just leave this guy behind here. And
My lord.
let's see, what do they
That
got?
is cowardly. Fight me!
Okay, against Mongol heavy archers, the Armenian archers should perform pretty well. Let's not give them the chance to meet up with another one of their larger forces.
We will regret not fleeing first.
Now, another thing is with the Mongols is that I don't think they pay upkeep on most of their units, especially these types here. So the only way to beat them is to constantly bash them down, because you won't out-finance them. Alright, so maybe get into loose formation here, and we'll see how they go. Not a big fan of loose formation, but it should be okay for us in this battle.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Now, whilst we're not really taking very much damage, we're also not really dishing out a whole lot of damage, largely because of loose formation. It does sort of reduce the damage, at least that's what I've found. Thereby extending the skirmish.
Praise the Almighty, our end.
Alright. So that's them gone.
All of Christendom.
We tore them apart, my lord. Victory!
Alright, let's get that in there. So we want to cause a... Oh, hang on, we can put them in races. Actually, that may have sorted out the public order. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave the races. But we can't exactly leave just yet.
Onward! Your Majesty.
Anyway, we got
Yes!
archers and spearmen coming in.
My lord. We continue tomorrow, my lord.
I prefer the long-range archers. Good, now we can afford that.
Your orders?
Okay, making about $1.50 a turn. It's okay. It's good settlements out here. They're making some cash. It's better than nothing. Now, comparing things, looking at ourselves compared to the Mongols, overall, it's definitely a big difference, but it's not that big. Military ranking, okay, they're not going to get any more reinforcements, for free. I definitely think we can deal with this. We just need to make sure we hire the right types of troops. Alright, moving on. So once we've taken Iraklion, go for Greece, I think. What's going on with Egypt? I mean, they're just not doing anything.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Risky voyage, but
Yes, my lord.
sometimes you gotta take a
This
risk.
is as far as we go today, my lord. Yes.
Be worth it if we can get there. So these settlements are now not costing us anything. Free upkeep units. Good. So it's just making us
Your
profit.
orders?
You come over here to try to
Full
help them out.
sails.
They won't be able to merge,
Dropping
but they can stay
anchor
close to each
until
other.
morning.
Orders.
Alright, public order here is much better.
Your Majesty.
Who do I
Alright, I'm gonna
face?
take you.
Orders.
With pretty much none of the cavalry. Well, let's just see what we can get first.
Majesty.
So that's 6 units. So we need 14 in this. Let's see.
Yes.
I guess take some cavalry and let's merge what we can.
Orders. My lord.
Let me strike, my
Some
lord.
mercenaries as well.
Your Majesty.
Oh fuck it, I'll just take it. They're no good inside the city either.
Who do I face?
It's 12. 13, 14.
Yes, my lord. Bringing our troops.
Approaching.
Orders.
Okay, cool. We have a full stack here. Let's take them to Smyrna. Now we're going not via the road because I don't want to catch their armies. We want to go where it's going to be safe. Didn't I hire a spy here as well?
Where to,
So we can get some intel.
Without a
Doesn't
trace.
look like there's much on the way. Oh shit, that's a lot.
As you wish. Investigate.
Alright. Another spy wouldn't hurt. And didn't I hire a merchant here? So get him down
Ready
here.
to trade.
It's good money.
Ready to trade.
Sire.
Alright, they should be able to handle
My master
that.
will reward me
Because
for
we got
your death.
spearmen and archers. Keep it coming though.
Command me. My lord. Should we spare any of them? Victory!
Okay, cool. They'll
We
make it back
march
soon.
On our
Moving on.
victim.
It's good that Timurids are just sitting in their region doing nothing, also being passive.
Name thy enemy.
So check to make sure that there aren't Mongols on the way here.
Investigate.
Good.
Who do I face? Men, we march.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Bless you, lord. Back on dry land.
We have landed.
Your orders, noble
Good.
one.
And there's not much here. This should be an
God
easy
will
siege.
be with us, men. To battle.
Your orders? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Full sails. Yes. Breaking away from the fleet. Combining the fleets. Your orders?
Your orders, noble one. With God's blessing and yours.
Good. Capturing
we
that's going to be
march
quite
to
useful
End
to
the
us.
hostilities,
And then we'll...
we can talk again.
Yeah, set sail for Corinth. It's a citadel.
Ready to trade.
Looking good.
On my way.
And we are broke, but that's okay. I'd hire that if I could, but can't. Right, moving on. Alright, good. What do we got here?
That is
It's no
coward.
big deal.
Fight me. My master will reward me.
Name
Plus,
thy
it's
enemy,
mostly
Lord.
archers and spearmen. Maybe too many archers.
Who do I face?
That's okay. Maybe putting
Approaching, my
a
lord.
watchtower, not a
Continuing
watchtower, a
tomorrow.
fort here to make sure nobody disturbs us during the siege would be good, as of next turn, because this
Your
here
orders,
is not going to be a
noble
problem. All right, have to fight it manually,
God will be
but
with us, men. To battle.
won't be a problem.
We shall claim victory in
good.
God's name, men.
Now we're starting to feel like
battle.
it's not a disaster. There is no way in hell he's going to be able to get the victory in that amount of time. It's just, without using actual exploits, like movement bug exploits, it's just too much territory to cover in that amount of time. Like, the thing is with Medieval 2, if you're not really fast, getting victory conditions met by those time limits can actually be quite difficult, because there's not that many turns in the campaign. And the funny thing is because it gave such little amounts of time to win the campaign, you know, when I first played it, that was one of the reasons that, or one of the things, was a catalyst for me to become so aggressive. Because you just had to. If you were passive, you'd be like, oh, I'll capture one settlement every couple of turns. You won't hit victory conditions. You won't have enough time. Of course, I then took it to the extremes, but that's what we do. Right, we just needed to get inside. These guys here will easily defeat their archers.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders. Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Doesn't matter if they're sitting in here. Like I said, it's just Pavese crossbowmen, militia. You're fine. Don't need to break them. Or if they want to come out here, that makes it even better. Shit,
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. Praise to our Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general. Now the enemy are badly blooded. My lord! All of Christendom will be awed by the victory.
Good.
A most honorable victory.
That's a good
my
amount of
noble
sacking.
lord. God be
Nice.
praised
I don't think the
for
settlement
blessing
got
us with
damaged
victory.
either. But the public order here is shit. So let's see.
Yes.
And obviously I don't want to wait around here. But we'll take... We
Yes,
don't need that much, so let's just see.
Your orders, noble one.
Let's see, who should we take? Maybe leave him behind, he's got the most amount of chivalry.
Your orders, noble one.
Take all the cavalry, they're of no use to us here.
Yes. Onward.
And take some of the infantry. We might be able to hire mercenaries on when we get there anyway.
Full sails.
Your orders, noble one.
Your Majesty.
Of course, my lord. We will engage them honorably, my lord.
Nope, no mercenaries here.
Your orders?
Your orders, noble one. God will be with us, men. To battle.
Good, that'll be an easy win.
Reporting, my lord.
Yes.
Good. And now we have...
Yes, my lord. Plotting course now, my lord.
Damn. Now we got this region which is making good amounts of coin. And the AI is not... They're not that aggressive towards island settlements. They will attack it from time to time. It's not going to be that bad. Good. Now we've got some money. We can try and build up our defenses here.
Sire, I am done for today, my lord.
You know, with that large army, it'd be nice to see the Mongols actually retake Constantinople, so that I can then take it off them. Because I don't want to go to war with the Pope. Good amounts of defense here. But I'm going to need a general's bodyguard, or just a general, I mean, to command them, probably to send them over to Trebizond. Which I may need a ship out here. Which, I don't know if we're going to be around for that. Because things are looking pretty good now.
Orders, noble
I mean,
one.
I brought him up to
Of
8
course, my
regions.
lord. Command me. Yes, marching.
That's
Stopping for the night.
pretty good. And as I said, there's not enough time for that. There was never
Ready
enough
to
time.
trade.
Don't worry about recruiting here. Just leave it be. Anyway, it's not the time defeat that the disaster campaigns are. So nobody's so far sent it to me saying, "Oh, I've only got 3 turns to get victory, or else I lose." I don't fucking care. Okay, if you took too long, that's your own damn problem. I'm defending them against faction defeat. I don't give a shit about this. I never go for that crap anyway.
Your orders, noble one. Who do I face?
Let's see here. Anyway, for me personally, Total War is a sandbox game. These victory conditions are just whatever. Especially in the newer Total War games. I got all this money and I don't know what to do with it. Hang on. Try to get cannon towers working out over here. That way you'll never lose them. Okay, alright, moving on.
The enemy fleet attacks us.
Unless we've landed. Huh, one, how
Our
about that?
fleet is
I gotta wonder what
victorious.
difficulty this is on. Because from my experience on very hard difficulty, auto-resolve basically just means you lose. If it's in that sort of situation. Not always. Maybe I could do a draw-out battle there. Sure, merchant skill's fine. Finances looking better.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
Ah, it's gonna be... Oh, I can send someone around this way. Alright, you
Your Majesty.
come over here.
Move
Siege this.
as my lord will. Command. That is cowardly. Fight me.
See, if I attack him, he's gonna withdraw back to here. I have to attack him from across the river. What have they got in? Okay.
Yes.
Send 3 units of these guys.
Yes.
No. Around this way.
Onward. Yes, Lord.
Okay, now if we
Where we
defeat
shall
them,
meet the
he'll
enemy.
fall back to here.
The
I
day
hope.
is ours, Lord. The enemy are...
Let me strike, my lord. My lord.
But we need to make sure we get some
Spare any of
captives.
them. No matter how they beg, let none escape.
So we can release them. Because obviously it would be good if we can get in there this turn. Oh, this army's a mess. Alright. The General's Bodyguard and the Byzantine Lancers should be sufficient.
The battle is... The enemy are badly... Praise the
Okay,
Almighty!
good. Now give us some
Our
captives,
enemy
or
has
just don't kill
lost his
85% of
stomach
them.
to fight. We must push our advantage.
That works.
This is a clear...
I'll still release them though, just because it's a little bit iffy on this. Ah, fuck. Oh well, maybe it just wasn't possible on this one.
Who do I face?
Fine, it happens.
Where to, son?
Okay, now I just...
Name thy enemy, Lord.
So we're just gonna have to
Who do
assault
I
that, that's
face?
fine. But we need to make sure that
Breaking up the forces. Meeting with our forces.
we have a fort both here and
Strong our
here,
grip
I
on
think.
these lands with a fort. Command.
What units have we got? Any mercenaries? Yeah, there are mercenaries. Given that we're going up against the Mongols, I would... Just trying to decide which one I have to sacrifice. I'll sacrifice this one here.
My lord. Yes. Bringing our troops together.
And that
Orders.
one
Onward.
there.
Who do I face?
You will have no right.
We shall send them to hell.
Would have been nice
or
if we got in there
worse.
that turn, but
March.
wasn't crucial.
When shall we attack the wall? Your orders, noble.
Yes. Yes, my lord. Your orders? Yes, my lord.
Establish a truce with my master before...
Your orders, noble one.
Okay, let's take Corinth
With
now.
God's blessing and yours,
Easy auto
we
resolve.
march to battle.
Yeah.
Blessed Lord, we thank you for delivering us. Our courage has prevailed. These lands are yours.
Okay,
my
Thessalonica does have a decent defense there, and we have not got a sufficient army to deal with this. However, if they came down here, they do have to contend with this castle. What about a Durazzo? It's not that well defended. I could use a spy, but we don't have one. At some point, you're going to have to deal with the Mongol army. Look at that. That's looking good. It's almost as strong as he ever was.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
Getting to there is just going to be a big old grind. How many territories do the Mongols have now? Less than us. About... Well, that would be at the beginning of this time. So it's 6. Should be at 6 now. So if we can account for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Nope. Where is their other settlements? 5. And there's got to be one somewhere else, but we haven't. We don't know where it is. 6. Right there.
Who do I face?
Didn't count it in the first place. Let me just do another count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All accounted for. Okay.
Your orders?
Alright. Once they're done
Yes,
there, I
my
want you to transport them to Rhodes. Just might as well. What are we going to do with this? Definitely going up this way seems like the way to go, but we have to avoid that army. It's too big. I don't know what's in there as well.
Your orders, noble one.
Can we recruit anything here? Yeah, okay. Archers and spearmen. That's the way. Okay. Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Emperor, because he's old anyway, with all of the cavalry and out of the infantry. Actually, yeah. I'm going to send him over here just to see if I can fuck him around.
Make camp, men. We rest here.
Alright, we're doing really well for money. We'll have full stacks of archers / spearmen here soon. Nah, don't hire them. Crap. Don't have to spend all my money this turn. And these guys here... Alright, go in there. You can go in here. Oh, you suck.
Your orders, noble one.
Just go out here and just die of old age for all I care. Got the money, might as well spend it. Okay, moving on.
The fleet is under attack.
Probably lose this one. Yeah.
Disengage.
Probably should have moved
Retreat.
it down to the port, but not
We
the
shall
end of the world.
continue tomorrow, my lord.
Splitting our forces. This is not good, Lord. The enemy have laid siege upon us.
Yeah, you're gonna want to get the fuck out of here. It'll take them a while to get to Smyrna, like, you know, a couple of turns. Master Merchants Guild in Alexandria? Sure, why not? What? Was he assassinated? Oh, I don't know where he was. That wasn't him. What year is it? 1512? Where is he? 1512. 1512, where were you? Was that you? Assassinated, yeah. He was assassinated. Fucking Mongol assassins.
Orders.
That's just great.
Name thy enemy, Lord. My lord.
Easy win here.
Should
Just
we
want to resolve it.
spare any of them? Victory!
Alright, that's brought us up to 10 regions.
Silence them.
Money's looking good. Plague there.
Orders.
Your orders.
Send
number
him
one.
ahead now to command it. But
Your Majesty.
still gonna. He'll just have to catch
Your
up.
orders, number one. Yes.
Orders.
So the prince, I think, was over here. Where is the emperor now? Who's the emperor now? No, he was here, wasn't he? Okay. Oh, good. He's got lots of authority. Good. No chance of anyone defecting. All right. Let's get an army together because you're gonna have to deal with this Mongol army at some point anyway. Okay. So take you.
Yes.
And 1, 2.
Your Majesty. Orders. Yes.
I think I've hired too many archers.
Yes. Move out. Orders, my lord. Combining forces, my lord. Orders.
Okay, we need 7 more units. Preferably spearmen. Too many
Yes.
archers in this at the moment. I'll take a little bit of archers to these 2 here.
Orders.
And then 5 more. 1, 2,
Your Majesty.
3, 4, 5.
Yes. Orders. March! Yes! Virgin armies. March! Onward! Combining forces, my lord.
Your orders.
Orders.
Oops.
Yes. March!
Your orders, number one. It is an honor to lead this army.
Okay, good. That is the anti-Mongolian army. Archers and spearmen. Of course, we could use better quality, but that'll just have to do. Byzantine infantry aren't bad. Yeah, we'll go for that. Actually, grab this first. Try and get the cannon towers going so you don't lose them. There's a settlement. Okay, so over here, we're not going to be able to... probably could defend that. You know, we could actually make our way to Rhodes, capture it, and then get back to Smyrna before they've had a chance to get here.
Orders. Yes. Orders. Your Majesty.
Yes, my lord.
Orders. Yes. My lord.
Can't put anything here
Bringing
just
our
yet.
troops together.
Don't need a lot.
Majesty.
This will do.
Yes. Move out.
Yes. Loading up the men. Off the boat at once. Name thy enemy, Lord. We shall send them to hell or worse.
Your orders?
Yeah, if all goes well, we'll be back there next turn anyway, ready to defend ourselves.
Your
Then
orders,
we'll
number one.
send them.
We shall
Like I said, at
continue
some
our
point you're going to
first
have to fight the Mongols. Might as well just get on with it.
Yes. Plotting? Yes, my lord. Full sails. Closing to engage, my lord. Victory! Plotting course now, my lord.
Get ships later. Okay, again, more of that stuff. Actually, get the archery range built up. You really do need archers against Mongols. Alright, we all good? We're good. Moving on. Alright, so I'll start wrapping things up soon. Because this is not a disaster now. But as I said, he can't get victory. It's taken too long. But he can keep playing. You can always get like the full map completion and that victory condition. That is not disabled because of you're not getting it done in time. This is sort of like minor campaign defeat. Less than minor. It doesn't give us any problems. You don't get any public order problems or anything like that.
We are besieged.
Glad I built 2 forts here, because they might come out and besiege the other fort right away, or not. Alright, let's see. No hope of victory there. Well, actually, there is some hope. What you have to do is kill the enemy general first, and then you can charge into most of this stuff pretty easily. But you have to isolate him, and that's going to be hard. We can't get close to them. I mean, I give it a shot. Worst case scenario is we lose, but truth be told, like I said, we need archers and spearmen. Thing is, when I hired these units, I wasn't expecting to go up against the Mongols. I had to play it by ear. Oh, bloody, it's hot.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Because, yeah, their archers will wreck us in a skirmish. So we have to avoid them. And to save our ammunition as well for shooting him. We have not got the right army for this. And it all will depend on whether they're going to be stupid about this or not. And if they're not, it might be in our best interest to just withdraw. Yeah, the Mongol infantry can outrange us and outshoot us pretty damn easily. Can take out their missile cavalry without too much problems. They are keeping that guy safe. And we can't just go into melee and charge at him. That's not going to work either, because he'll rip us to shreds. Overall, though, we got the better of them so far, but we'll run out of ammo. Just taking out their stuff here. So if we withdraw here, we may lose, but we actually got the better of them still. You can't get so hung up about victory all the time. Sometimes going in there and getting a soft defeat is not a big deal. Because that's what it would be. When you withdraw, it's like a soft defeat. Tactical withdrawal. We are not going to get an opportunity to get him. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Alright, withdraw. It's not going to happen. And I don't want to waste fucking half an hour waiting for this timer to run out. Which we could. We could win via timeout. But fucked if I'm going to do that. Some people resort to that kind of shit. I used to resort to it. I don't need to do it anymore. We're not fighting over anything important, so we didn't need to win the battle.
Oh Lord, save me! We can only vow to atone
So yeah, they
for
lost
this
more than we
defeat
did.
by
So,
crushing
like I
our
said,
enemy
we got
next.
the better of them. It's just they gained ground, that's all.
The battle is lost. Fall back. We continue tomorrow, my lord.
An army of heavy cavalry would have been able to win, but we didn't have that. Part of me was hoping that they would just move their troops back and not besiege this so I could just retake the fort. If I had a ship there, I could send someone onto the coast, maybe. I don't know. Alright, whatever. Hopefully that hurt them. Priest died. Eh, who cares? I don't like priests. Too often turn into heretics.
My lord.
It looks like somebody has tried to take this a number of times. We should be able to auto-resolve when there's no problem.
Wars, then, my lord. Who do I face? We shall send them to hell or worse.
To 11 regions. You got 8 turns though.
Tore them apart. Your orders, noble one.
Alright, let me just reorganize this.
Noble one.
Orders.
Shit.
As you wish.
Your Majesty. Yes. Orders. Yes. Orders. Yes. Yes. Bringing up
All that is left for us is to fight.
God will be with us, men. To battle.
So yeah, the horse archers aren't going to be a problem. The Mongol foot archers are kind of... Oh, that's... No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's do this.
Be ready to give all for God and kingdom, men.
Thing is, due to the fact they've got so many, good quality archers, it's hard to go up against a Mongol army and just take no casualties. Because you can't get close without them shooting you to shit.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
But the thing is about their horse archers is that they have fewer numbers than regular archers, so you can outnumber them that way. And they never have long-range missiles. Unless you're counting stainless steel 6.4. Which you shouldn't. Always annoys me when people take stats from mods and apply them to vanilla and think that it's the fucking same thing. Wait, Legend, doesn't Thieves Guild provide lore? Roads, they provide lore. Only on mods. Okay, they're taking a step back. I might send this Scythicon on a bit of a suicide mission to get rid of those trebuchet, because that's longer range than anything we've got. Try and force them to come at us, because we've got a nice high ground there. Get out of this. Bit of a suicide here, but first to die, first to recover. And essentially they're the least useful unit in my army right now. Looks like they took out the artillery. Let's try to get them back to... Yeah, whatever. It's going alright. Alright, now, we want to send guys to go and, charge into them, just to stop them from... Hang on, what's this? Mongol light lancers. Okay, move forward. It's okay if they take a bit of a hit. It's alright. Because someone's gonna die. It's just the way it is.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a
Now, the reason why I don't put my infantry in front of the archers is because it makes the archers less effective. Because they have to shoot over their heads, and the angle at which the archers shoot is very important. So I'd rather get charged front on into the archers than put these guys out in front. Usually. Because at the end of the day, even though they're spearmen, they're not pikemen. They're not going to just resist a charge completely. They're still going to take damage. Obviously, they'll do better than archers. But you just got to make a judgment call. You can't have your cake and eat it too against the Mongols. You just can't.
Only half the enemy force remains.
He didn't take any damage from that charge, so that's good. Oh fuck, one of the trebuchets are operating. Now it's kind of okay like this because they've got sort of a higher ground. Sort of. Just do their thing. Let them fire at will. See, they still get smashed even when they get charged, and that was light lancers. So someone's gonna die when going up against cavalry. That's just how it is. All right, we got this now. Yeah, we only lost 16%.
The enemy general
So yeah,
has no
cheap
honor.
armies of
He flees
relatively
the
cheap
field
armies
battle
of
and abandons
archers
his
and
men.
spearmen
The enemy general lies
overwhelmed the
dead.
Mongols with
Good,
numbers. If you want to fight them out in the field.
flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
The other option is to have like really strong knights, well armored knights, that just go straight for the enemy general. Just go charging in there. Sometimes that works. Sometimes. You're still going to take a lot of casualties.
This is a clear victory that.
But I think one of the best ways to deal with the Mongols is create a fort, right? Get them in the fort, besiege the fort, and starve them out. What's the damage?
Victory, my
One
noble
unit.
lord.
That's alright.
Your orders, noble one.
Alright, we'll take the Armenian archers with us.
Orders.
Got one slot
Your
available.
orders, noble one.
Yes, move out. Ferdinand.
Your orders, noble one.
Yes,
Shit, I want to
As you
go that way.
wish. Forming two armies.
orders. Your Majesty. Yes. Bringing our troops together.
Your orders, noble one.
Another
Of
big
course,
army
my
here.
lord.
They.
That is
Oh,
cowardly.
I thought it was
Fight
big.
me.
Fucking the contrast on it. Okay, it's fine.
Name
Alright,
thy
just
enemy,
leave.
lord.
Let's see. Can you recruit anything? Yeah, don't recruit that. Just
do I
leave this guy
face?
behind and
Yes.
get them back to Smyrna.
Moving ashore, my lord. Name thy enemy, lord.
Got to get ready to defend it. Just melee units is what we need. Should be fine. I mean, it is a citadel.
Your Majesty.
All right. Have you got any mercs
Your
out here?
orders,
No.
noble one.
Still got plague there. Money's tight again, but we're making cash, so it's okay.
Yes.
Might just send a couple of guys down here just in case they decide to attack.
The time for talk has truly passed.
My lord.
Your orders, noble one.
Right, I want to start wrapping things up.
Yes.
So yeah, as for this here, I don't know. There's no real good option, I think. Going up against that, even with him
Your
under our
orders,
command,
noble one.
it's not enough. So just come back
Yes.
Orders.
and we'll figure something out. Well, the other guy can figure something out because I'm not doing a third episode. There's no need. Alright, I'm going to end it here. I think this is a really strong position to continue the campaign with. Looking at the Mongols, that should be his... Look, overall higher ranking than the Mongols. That should be your top priority. Fight the Mongols, crush them. Okay, don't worry about these guys over here. They're being passive. You'll be fine. You got plenty of money. You got plenty of troops. You're fine. Anyway, that's the end of this one. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next disaster. Fuckers.